Hello, my name is Logan and I'm your host, the Mighty Pirate. In today's video, I'm going over the Griffin. My sources for today's video are technical readout 3025 original, 3050 original, technical readout 3039, technical readout 3085, and of course Sarna.net. The Griffin 1N was first put into production in 2492. Considered a heavy mech early in its career, the Griffin was superseded by heavier and better armored vehicles within a century, and so the Griffin was kept in production, but downgraded to a medium status. This mech may be currently found throughout almost every unit of the successor states. Though the Griffin was initially designed as an assault mech, its capacity was soon surpassed by more advanced weapons technology. For this reason, the Griffin was given a new speciality, that of long-range fire support and medium lances, a role which it is well suited. By medium mech standards, the Griffin's defensive armor is substantial. However, it must often confront heavier mechs. Because of this, 2 false armor baffles have been added to the shoulder assemblies of each arm. These baffles give additional yet limited protection to the long-range missile drum and the head and cockpit area. 2 smaller armor baffles are located on the legs, protecting the knee joint actuator assembly areas. As with many early mechs, the Griffin has a serious problem with overheating. Because the mech is fitted with too few heat sinks for its large caliber armament, a Griffin pilot is usually faced with the choice of either firing or fleeing. In most cases, he cannot do both without risking dangerous levels of heat buildup. With the recovery of the Helm memory core, the Griffin was an early candidate for new technology, and has the distinction of being produced by 2 rival states' design plants from 2 different factories. 2 Griffin factories, Brigadier Corp and Oliver and Norse Battletech Works. In 3050, the Griffin 3M with an XL 275 engine was the most common model of Griffin on the battlefield, replacing its LRM-10 rack with an LRM-20 rack and its PPC with an ER PPC, finally adding double heat sinks and a small laser. The standard Griffin 1N, lacking any recover technology, is still common throughout the inner sphere in 3050. In fact, the mech is still in production at Vandenberg Mechanized Industries within the periphery. By 3085, the Griffin had been in near continuous production for almost 600 years. Even at this point, manufacturers in the periphery still produced limited numbers of the Griffin 1N model. However, as technology moves on, the Griffin has been upgraded numerous times over the century. One of the most deadly variants appeared in the Word of Blake's hands during the last years of the Jihad, the Griffin 4R. It was an improvement on the original design in nearly every way, with very few trade-offs. When upgrading their Griffins, the Word of Blake started with a larger engine and a full battery of improved jump jets, giving this heavy-end medium mech the mobility of a machine half its mass. They swapped out the PPC for a snub-nose model and the LRM for a medium-sized multi-missile launcher, reducing the mech's long-range bite for more substantial and accurate medium to close-range attacks. A single ER medium laser fills out the machine's payload, giving the Griffin 4R a strong backup weapon. Some compromises did have to be made. This variant of the Griffin is less well protected than most other contemporary models, though it is still better armored than the original series. Its extra light engine also can be a liability, especially as it lacks case for its missile magazines. I'm going to conclude this video with a notable mech warrior, Para Stormsky, a member of Bandit King Red Jack Ryan's motley mech force. Stormsky is known for his merciless combat style. There are many stories of his sadistic practice of kicking in the cockpits of disabled enemy mechs to ensure the death of the mech warrior still inside. Red Jack and his men excuse Stormsky's inhuman behavior, saying he has become more than half machine himself, with both legs, one arm, and the right side of his face now encased in bionic material. Stormsky survived one of the greatest horrors a mech warrior has to face, that of a cockpit burned through in an overheated mech. Some mech warriors who know Stormsky say that he tries to destroy disabled mech warriors out of mercy, so that they do not have to burn as he did, trapped in a disabled mech. Whatever the truth is, both House Kurita and House Davian have placed a high price on his head. That will conclude my video on the Griffin. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the battlefield.